So this is a super exciting day today, and we just wanted to be able to share it with you all. We are, our boat is currently docked in the Titusville Municipal Marina in Florida, and we are having our boat taken out of the water, which is going to be super cool, and they're moving it into the Westland Marine, which has a DIY dry dock boatyard. And so we're taking it out, they're going to pressure wash the hull, and we have a couple of other things planned, and so we just kind of wanted to give you guys a brief overview. So right now it has a diesel.
So it's got a Yanmar 3GM 20 horse diesel in it, and the motor was not running when we got the boat. We had to, the impeller needed to be replaced, and so last weekend we went out there and ran the belts without the impeller and hooked up to the batteries and led the lines and got it up and running.
What was that company called again? I forget. It was
Big Blue Marine out of
yeah.
Canada. But they ship all of their stuff out of Miami, so it got here in 2 days from the time that they actually processed the order.
They were so awesome to work with. It was fast. It was the Memorial Day holiday weekend, and we still got it in like 2 days. Yeah, so they were really good to work with.
Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend, not Memorial Day, the one in September. Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, so when we looked at the condition of the existing pump assembly, we knew that we needed an impeller because it was missing. And when you consider the cost and the reliability of trying to rebuild a 40-year-old impeller motor, this was definitely kind of the best path to go on. So we got the new raw water pump, and it came with brackets, which is great because I don't know where the brackets are for the one that came off. We also got a couple of new impellers, so when it needs to be replaced, we have those available. And then we also got, we're doing prop shaft work and propeller work on the bottom side. We got the new anodes. So this one's going to be on the standoff for the propeller, and then went ahead and got two 1-inch inside diameter anodes for the prop shaft itself.
So I'll tell you, we have done so much research for trying to learn how to do these different things on the boat. And so, like I mentioned before, one of the things we're going to be doing is a new coat of bottom paint. So the paint that they used on the boat previously is an ablative paint. And so we bought an ablative paint as well.
So we spent a little bit of time researching how to go about redoing the hull on the boat. And that's going to be a lot of fun. They'll be pulling the boat out today just after lunch, and when we do that, they'll go ahead and pressure wash and clean the bottom of the hull. Then they'll take it over and put it on the cradles, and then tomorrow we'll go back out and start the actual sanding and hull preparation for bottom paint. We've got to do all of the through hull fittings and make sure that they're all secure and sealed. We didn't have any leaks in the boat before we went in, so it'll be interesting to make sure that we keep it leak-free when it comes out.
I'll tell you, it's funny how anxious you can be about something like this happening. You know, like we actually took the keys for the boat on May 19th, I think it was, and I had called the dry boat yard that next day and made arrangements for us to get on the list. And so we were on a waiting list of 21 people, and they said it can take, you know, a few months to roll up on the list. It doesn't seem like very long now. It's September 11th today, and when you look back at when we took the boat, that is May, June, July, August. It's like 3.5 months that it's been. But when you're waiting every single day, we've called repeatedly, you know, it's like, oh, what number are we on the list now? To this poor guy Chase, he's like, hello, Ellie. You're number 21, and it's like, 21, but we moved 4 spots, you know, and so 21 is a good thing. So last week, Mark said, why don't you call him and see, you know, if we're up there on the boatyard list yet? And I called him, and he goes, oh, I can put you on Friday. And we weren't expecting that. So now all of a sudden it was like, boom, you're put up on the list, and we had a week to get all of the last stuff together. And so last night I didn't sleep good. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know, the last couple days we've been making our sailboat supply list of all the things we can think of that we need to take out there, you know. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, water, make sure we take out water. We have to have water. It's so hot in Florida, and we've got these paint suits that we're gonna wear to keep the chemicals and stuff off of us. It's got like this waxy coating on them, and so I don't think they're gonna be very breathable. So in Florida, and today is a rainy day. It's supposed to rain for most of the weekend, so the humidity is gonna be like 90 or 100% humidity, and it's gonna be toasty out there at the boat. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting to go through and do all that.
So the next time you see us, we should be pulling the boat, and the marina has been good about saying we can go ahead and video it, so we should be able to have eyes on the boat when it comes out of the water. They dove on it and looked, and it's like a coral reef on the bottom. It's absolutely covered in barnacles and marine growth.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much they'll be able to get off right away with the pressure washers, but it should be interesting.
And we're paying by the day. And so my goal is 5 days, but we'll see. I would really like to be able to get it in and get it out, and then boom, flop it right back in the water again, and we're done.
Everything's going slower than we thought. We got the rebirth done, and we got a window out, but everything takes like 3 times as long as you expect it to.
Well, we had a hurricane, but we didn't really have one. But we potentially had a hurricane. It was Isaias, and we went out and tied the boat up and everything, and we didn't even get any waves. There was like nothing. it just bypassed us. Other people in other states were impacted by it, but we didn't have anything from it. So I think it's been a month since we've done anything really significant. So.
jack stands in her permanent slot, we decided to try and clean the hull before we start sanding the bottom. We bought a product called Mary Kate On and Off. It smelled a little bit like muriatic acid. We poured it directly into a manual pump sprayer and then sprayed it directly on the hull.
I can tell you it is so freaking hot. It's a warm one. But okay, I'm gonna get to spraying. Okay, so the heat was unbearable, and so we have modified our outfits. And so I'm gonna use Mark as my example person here. Yes. So we have removed the legs and just kept our head and arms and upper body. So we're noticing when we're using the sprayer that it's definitely getting on our hands and arms and stuff. And okay, so this is the progress that I've made after exactly 60 minutes of sanding. Oh my God, this is taking me forever. Okay, here we go. And that little corner right here is pretty much where I've stopped. What it looks like is that previously, right now it has an ablative paint on it, and let me see, the ablative paint, this would be a good example of the last coat of paint. And then they did a couple of coats of this, and underneath it they put this white paint, and then we found that that was painted over the top of, like here you can see where it looks like it's got an edge and it's chipping off, or here. So it looks like underneath this there is another set of blue paint with black. So that's what the black stuff is the final coat. So here you can see where I was able to get it through everything and back down to the actual white. So we're thinking right now that we want to change the type of paint that we're going to put on, and we want to use a hard bottom paint. We'll only have to do one coat of it, and that means that we have to get absolutely all of this ablative off. So as you can see, it is going a little bit slow. And here's Mark, he is way up at the bow. And he's just sanding away. Okay, so it has been 3 hours since I've started sanding, and I have made it all the way to the first jack stand and then all the way down to the bottom to the center line. So I'll let you see how much that is. So I did everything under that blue line all the way down to the center where the post is sticking down, which is the strut for the prop shaft. And then I made it all the way, oh, I didn't do this yet. Okay, well, I didn't quite make it all the way then. It's looking a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little break because my shoulders are killing me, my hands are killing me, and I just think that it might be time for lunch. It's about 3 o'clock, and yeah, I think I'm ready to take a break. 5 days